The Las Vegas Raiders defensive backs have been turning heads at training camp. According to insiders, one standout player might be the Raiders' best cornerback. And it's not who you might expect. We'll dive into this, plus discuss Isaiah Pola-Mao and his emerging role in the early days of training camp. For months now, I've been saying that the Raiders' defensive backs are underrated. Even last year, I believed they were a top 10 unit. Many think the defense was only strong due to the defensive line, but our secondary deserves more credit. Despite injuries and constant lineup changes, the defensive backs played exceptionally well. Last year, we didn't have a consistent trio of reliable players. Jordan Bennett started but was replaced by Amik Robertson. Marcus Peters also started but was later replaced by Jack Jones. Health issues caused many rotations, yet the defense remains solid, showing the depth and talent in our secondary. This year, there's potential for the Raiders' secondary to be a top 5 unit. Early reports from training camp are promising. One source mentioned that the secondary has been the most impressive group, even more so than the tight ends, receivers, or defensive line. In just the past 2 days, the secondary has already forced 4 turnovers. Isaiah Pola-Mao made a remarkable interception by reading the play and jumping the route. Marcus Epps did something similar, showcasing great anticipation. Trayvon Moehrig caught a deflection off Jordan Bennett, and Jack Jones capitalized on a pressured throw to add to the turnover tally. Despite it being early in camp, with no pads and limited drills, the secondary's performance has been outstanding. It's especially tough for cornerbacks, but they've excelled. Jacorian Bennett, in particular, has generated a lot of excitement. Last year, Bennett won a starting spot, outshining players like Amik Robertson and other promising talents. Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator, has high expectations for Bennett, similar to how Bill Belichick nurtured stars like Stephon Gilmore and J.C. Jackson. Some believe Bennett could be the Raiders' top cornerback this season, even with talented players like Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs on the roster. Early on, Jordan Bennett has been a standout in coverage. He's broken up multiple passes, including one that led to an interception by Trayvon Moehrig. Last season, Bennett started as a cornerback but was benched because the speed and complexity of the game were overwhelming. Patrick Graham's complex defensive schemes were challenging for him to grasp initially, leading to his replacement by Amik Robertson, who had more experience. This year, things are different. Bennett understands the system now and is poised to win the starting job for the Raiders. It doesn't even seem like a competition anymore. Bennett has been that impressive. However, he still needs to prove himself against top-tier competition in full scrimmages and practices. My insights come from people I've spoken with and reports I've read. Everyone agrees that Bennett has been phenomenal. This performance likely explains why the Raiders didn't sign another cornerback like Stephon Gilmore or Xavier Howard. They saw potential in Bennett and trusted Patrick Graham's judgment, who handpicked him. Isaiah Pola-Mao has also been impressive. He intercepted a pass by confidently reading the play. Pola-Mao isn't limited to a split safety role like Trayvon Moehrig and Marcus Epps. He also plays in the slot, covering for Nate Hobbs when needed, and even takes on a linebacker role in certain defensive packages. His versatility and playmaking ability have been valuable assets for the team. Pola-Mao and Bennett have both flourished under Patrick Graham's guidance. Pola-Mao, now in his 3rd year with Graham, has developed significantly, learning and growing into a key player for the defense. The Raiders' secondary is poised to challenge top quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. Last year, the Raiders' defense confused Mahomes, leading to significant pressure from the defensive line. This year, the Raiders are determined to do it again, making life difficult for any quarterback they face. The Raiders' defensive backs are ready to dominate. The Raiders' defense is poised for greatness, and it's not just because of their top 5 defensive line. The secondary is also a significant factor. Patrick Graham's exceptional defensive scheme is crucial, often more important than individual players, especially in the secondary. Just like the Dolphins and 49ers have shown success with various running backs due to their effective schemes, the Raiders' secondary thrives under Graham's system. This mirrors how Bill Belichick consistently has the best defensive backs in the NFL, leading in interceptions and limiting quarterback completions. Graham, having learned from Belichick, applies similar principles to the Raiders' defense. Patrick Graham was a pivotal part of coaching Malcolm Butler for his game-winning interception in the Super Bowl. His expertise and innovative schemes are now enhancing the Raiders' defense. The secondary looks outstanding, and the defense as a whole promises to be a driving force for the team this year. I'm excited about the Raiders' prospects. With a defense reminiscent of the Eagles' Super Bowl winning team a few years ago, or the dominant 49ers defense in 2014 to 2015, we could see a season where our defense leads us to numerous victories. Even Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl win was largely thanks to the Denver Broncos' stellar defense, which carried the team. I believe the Raiders' defense could similarly elevate the team this season. Share your thoughts in the comments below, give a thumbs up, and subscribe. I'll see you next time with another video.